Let's try to do 2 hours.
Okay.
Have a dinner to get to.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. 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 Of course. Of course. I meant like yeah because for the past two weeks I've been doing 1 hour streams like 45 minutes and stuff because it's goes by
Yeah.
really quickly. I don't know why.
Yeah.
And wherever Lotus Film is, I don't know, but he didn't show up, so I kind of had no one to talk to, which is kind of maybe I don't know. It is what it
Time
is.
goes by. Well,
So
there's 2 of us, so
so it's
maybe
basically like
double.
45 minutes. I'm done basically. So because
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Okay.
the stream. Uh, by the way, really good. I have to compliment you. Very good selection of news stories and uh, yeah, the variety and the amount and just perfect. Basically, I don't know the exactly the it's like you have been doing this for 2.5 years or whatever. So
It's almost as if I'm like rested and on vacation and actually put some effort into it
yeah,
for once.
this is actually it's showing like this is exactly the perfect amount, the perfect variety, perfect like the big stories are all here. Everything just
Well,
top notch, basically.
let's just get into it.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh, I have some smaller things that I want to
Mhm.
mention also, but those are after your stories also.
Okay. You can also, if they are,
Yeah,
adjacent, you can.
the only one I want that was overlapping was the Twitch one that I wanted to mention also, but
I
yeah,
thought it would be a good story in between stories and memes. It's kind of like sitting at the
yeah,
intersection.
yes, exactly. Again, reading my mind. It
Yeah,
was right before the memes, basically. Also,
the
yeah,
person who brought this to my attention was actually Morris. I actually heard about it before I started researching, and
nice.
I was puzzled by the story that he told me, and I was like, that is
Oh,
something.
because his Twitch account is now under banned also because he was doing a lot of streaming because of the ban. Yeah, because he was
Yeah.
very furious about the new ban. Yeah.
But for the platform that has invented video game from the bathtubs, nothing surprises me. But we'll get to Twitch. We'll get to Twitch.
Yeah. So, like, yeah, I spoiler expect to see some boobs and butt. I well, uh,
It seems
yeah.
okay. Yeah, I feel like we wouldn't get in any kind of
I mean,
trouble on
maybe.
YouTube.
We'll see. But
I mean,
yeah, I mean, it's
okay.
banned on Twitch, but it's not on banned on YouTube. I don't know. We'll see.
There you go.
Well, so I get maybe I don't know. Who knows what the rules are these days? But yeah, how has been the Easter vacation so far? Did you do any Easter stuff?
Yeah, no, not really.
No.
I remember that Easter was coming before it was coming.
Mm-hmm.
But then now that I realize that today is what, Saturday? So tomorrow is Easter. It kind of completely escaped my, attention.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair.
We don't really do anything special. I mean, sometimes we do maybe like paint some eggs, but I'm not like a huge fan of like just boiled eggs like that. I
Yeah.
feel
Okay.
like just, clashing, whatever you call it.
Yeah.
Fighting with them is a lot more
Well,
fun than actually eating them
yeah.
afterwards.
You prefer Beyblades or something?
Yeah. I mean, it's the same thing, honestly.
Yeah,
Just,
just
just
spinning the egg into a like an arena and just fight them out basically. Or did you have any
this year.
like Beyblades and stuff? Or
I feel like Beyblades were a bit before my time.
okay, yeah.
When I was a kid, all the rage was these like cardboard round not coins. They were quite large, like this large, maybe bigger.
Mm.
And they usually had some like license nonsense on them, like
Oh, okay.
Like Pokemon were like a big thing, like different Pokemon and stuff. And basically, people just invented games involving these things. I don't remember what they're called actually. And you would like exchange them and win them from each other and stuff like that. And they were like in everything, you know, the like snacks, anything that was just adjacent to like junk food, they were like included in as like a bonus.
Yeah. Okay. It's the round thing that you described me. That reminded me of. Are you gonna talk about the Chupa Chups? I don't even know what they are called, but Chupa Chups. Well, okay. There was a. Oh man, this really needs I will do the. Oh yes, this is of course. Brave, and I need to enable the. Yes, okay. Oh, I typed in Dasso, but that's not correct. Dasso is a kind of a different thing, but the Chupa Chups game. Oh my god, I didn't prepare anything, but what was the Chupa Chup? It was a branded thing. It was only on Chupa Chups. Yes, milk caps. Milk caps. Okay, that could be it. Have you? You have no idea what I'm talking about. Yes! This is the thing! Oh my god. So, basically, oh, where is the can itself? Like, yeah, here. This one. So you bought, oh no, it's a little bit cut off. I need to crop this. So on the right side, you can see like, you bought this kind of a tube, and inside there was these chips, round chips that you collected basically. And the game was that you got like a metal piece like this. This is all metal, and you had to hit it with this metal thing to clash the tower. And whenever the picture landed upside down, or like the picture side was up, then you got those, and whoever collected the most, then that guy won. Again, this is like, I don't know, 25 years ago or whatever, so I can't really remember the rules exactly,
It
but
sounds similar, yeah. It sounds like
like,
something similar to
what
what they
is
did.
this? Is like, this took me a little bit way back, because you were describing like this round thing, and so yeah, this was a game apparently. Like, you stack them. Can we see like a stacked picture with the things?
They look very similar to those things as well, but you know, the ones that we had were just had. I mean, the most popular ones were Pokemon at the time.
Yeah.
Just different types of Pokemon.
And so it was quite like dangerous, because this is all metal, and you had to hit, like, throw it at the like tower of like, which was on the floor, yes, but you're still hitting some very enthusiastic 11-year-olds, like hitting some with a metal thing, throwing it in a usually in a circle or something. So I don't know, and it could bounce off into somebody's eye or whatever. So yeah, I don't know. Anyway, good times. All right. Yeah. Do you have something to drink for the stream?
I just have coffee.
Okay. I got some kind of the Realiseerimiskeskus, which is a kind of a niche store in Estonia. The next level energy drink.
Level. Let's go.
Next level energy drink. Like bold text, made in Germany. What the heck? I don't know. No idea. Premium energy drink. And again, on the back, made in Germany. Very proud that they're of the fact that they're in Germany. So I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Well, of course. Well, then you need to open it and describe what it is.
Yeah, any other energy drink ever made, basically. Oh my god. Kind of at this point, but hey, it's my guilty pleasure time of the week, so guilty pleasures drink of the week.
Mm-hmm.
All
I
right.
do have a Red Bull in the fridge, but it's too warm to drink right now.
Yeah. Okay.
You don't want to drink. It's also sugar-free, and you don't want to drink sugar-free drink as
Oh
warm.
yeah, definitely not.
It's disgusting.
Absolutely not. Even yeah. Wait, there's some kind of a Switzerland on it also. I don't know. Speaking of Switzerland, there's a Switzerland story in
Oh.
this week's Tech Talk. So we're gonna talk about technology for the next 2 hours, whether you like it or not. So yeah, it is what it is. All right, let's start with the biggest story of the week, which is yeah, you. Well, oh yeah, you prepared the stories, so I will hand the wheel to you, good sir.
Yeah. Okay, I guess so. And if you have something that should be interjected, that you can just do that in between. Your stories, if you feel like it will be a good place for that.
Yeah. I probably at the end. No,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah,
All right.
we'll see how it
So,
goes.
I don't know. I mean, I didn't. I mean, I guess it was the biggest story of the week because it was such a.
It was in the mainstream media. It was
It was such
on
a.
like the national Estonian television.
Okay.
So I mean,
So pretty big, I guess then.
yeah,
The normies have also heard about it, so it must be pretty
the
big.
cryptos.
The crypto bros. I'm not sure. I mean, it's a good news, right? For everyone, I would say.
The
So the news is that Samuel,
Samuel,
SBF. I don't know. I mean, he's Sam. I'm assuming he's Samuel.
maybe
He may not be Samuel. I don't know. But the Sam Bankman-Fried
Freed.
was sentenced. Freed.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I guess freed. Yeah, it's a sort of yeah,
Mm.
true. Got sentenced to time in jail. Right.
Yeah.
I guess. I mean, it doesn't. I mean, it shouldn't surprise anyone that happened because it seems like the case against him was pretty stacked. And he
Yeah.
was sentenced to 25 years in prison.
And how old is he? I was now thinking about how old is he actually.
I mean, I don't know. It
I
looks
mean,
like
FTX is yeah. That's the
30.
current state of the FTX. Yeah.
He's 32 years old.
32. All right. Yeah.
Mhm.
So I mean, yeah. So 57 when he will technically.
Almost retirement age.
Yeah. I mean,
Um,
I mean, anything can happen. He could get out sooner or later. Who knows?
he
Yeah.
could break out of jail.
Yeah. Or get into a like a illegal crypto trading thing in jail, and he has his own platform in jail, and
Mhm.
he
Like
trades,
Kingpin, the whole thing out of jail. Yeah, that
and
would be
he
kind
only
of.
trades chupa chups, those milk caps, I guess, or and he
Mhm.
runs an illegal business there.
Mhm. So yeah, I mean, I guess you would be more qualified to speak on like what he did, but he ran a crypto. Uh, what was it? Crypto trading, I guess. Yeah,
Yeah, the crypto
platform.
trading platform, yeah, basically. So mm.
Yes, and somehow maybe if you're more knowledgeable about it, you can speak to it. He scammed a lot of people out of a lot of money, right?
Yes. What was the amount? I mean, I'm seeing 8 billion in this article, but I can't sense it to 40 to 50 years to reflect the seriousness. Yeah. I'm. The only number I saw like 8 billion, but was it? I think it was a little bit more. Bank.
It was, as I understood, he was not only that he was like scamming people out of money, but he was also laundering the money through some adjacent company run by his sister or something like that,
Oh, under
which
the
is not.
Under the provisions of the First Step Act, he may actually serve 12.5 years. Well, yeah, I don't know. Total of 300 months or 25 years. I don't know. Yeah, it's usually almost always like this. It's the sentence that they give you. It's so many occasions they are not doing the whole thing because I don't know, good probation and good behavior and whatever, and
Ah, okay, okay.
uh,
So basically, okay, here's it says what happened. He was using the funds that were in the FTX company that he founded
yeah,
to basically loan it to another company
yeah.
called Alameda Research.
Mm-hmm.
And that company was run by his ex-girlfriend. So, not great.
Yeah,
So he was basically taking people's money who invested in the company
yeah. So,
and just like laundering it to the other company.
mm-hmm.
So not great. But the silver lining is that the investors who invested in the company will be refunded. What I gathered. So that's good.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
because of that, his lawyers were arguing the sentence is too harsh and he should serve 5 years, 5 6 years. Um,
Yeah. Or at least like 10 or something. Because yeah, some people are. Yeah. I don't know. So who knows? And but then again, maybe he's raising some money from a fourth company, and he's paying some bills, and the U.S. government, oh, he's the good guy now, or whatever, and let him go,
uh,
or let him do the
yeah, who
crimes.
knows? Maybe 10 years later, he'll become a CEO of a
Yeah,
leading AI company.
yeah. So anyway, yeah. All right, let's move on.
Yeah, I think so. I think the point is that we're not gonna hear about him for at least the next, I want to say, 10 years, right?
I guess so. Yeah,
Hmm.
I would
So that's
say
good.
10 years probably at least. Yeah.
That's good. So
So.
I guess the second biggest news of the week is that Reddit became a publicly traded company,
Mm-hmm.
um, and it had a pretty rough week. Pretty rough week. So it had so Reddit IPO, which is like the thing that was the initial public offering, I think.
Yeah.
It's basically the thing that happens when the company goes public and starts trading on the stock what do you call it, stock market.
Mm-hmm.
And Reddit's IPO seems to have been around $65 per share.
Mm-hmm.
Let me double check that.
Yeah. The company shares row Tuesday to close at 65.11. Uh, yeah. So that was on. Yeah.
No, actually, no. Actually, its IPO was $34 per share,
Yeah.
and it rose to over 60,
Yeah.
basically, the
Yeah.
first week. But the point is that it finished the first week uh, uh,
Not.
at around 49.
Yeah. Not great. So basic. Yeah.
So still higher than its initial valuation, but
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy that Reddit is also this still this powerful. Basically, I don't know. Eh, man.
it seems like a lot. From what I understand, the Wall Street says that it's super overvalued,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and they're still recommending selling to whatever their clients, basically. So it's entirely possible it's gonna crash and burn in the next weeks and months, and we'll go down to like I don't know $10 or less per share. I mean, who knows? But yeah, I mean, as it stands, it's around. Let me see. I mean, it's closed for the weekend because it's Good Friday. So as of this moment, it is sitting at. Oh, you can't even Google it like that on Google.
Yeah, I mean, Google is getting so crap. Oh my god.
Yeah, maybe because it's so new, it hasn't had the time to like do stuff. But it's sitting at around
Yeah.
$49.32 per share.
Yes.
Um, yes.
Yes. But
Uh,
so yeah, I don't know.
so if you're looking to invest,
Yeah,
I mean,
which
probably don't.
I don't know. Yeah, not investment advice and whatever and so forth. But the
Yeah.
way I feel about it is also like AI is on the rise, and AI will just gobble up all the Reddit anyway at some point. And I feel like do people even go to Reddit at some point because AI has all the
All
Reddit
the answers.
all the answers anyway? So I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't
it's
know.
hard to tell. It's hard to tell. I mean, probably Reddit will try to implement some AI features. It will. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is my prognostication is that they will try to implement AI-powered moderation for subreddits
Mm.
to get rid of the moderators who are complaining all the time for doing unpaid work.
Yeah, because the
So.
moderate. Yeah, exactly. Because the moderators were because the whole Reddit outage and the going black and dark and whatever the thing protest Reddit protest was largely the moderators, right? So Reddit was very unhappy about them. So yeah, I can imagine exactly like Reddit will be. That's one of the first things that Reddit is. Oh, can we replace it with AI, please? That are like obedient, that don't like revolt against us.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't. They probably, I don't know, get someone to do that for them. Probably one of the existing AI companies, but I can totally
Uh,
see that happening. Or
eh,
conversely, they will try to sell the whole thing to some other company, and maybe one of the
yeah, yeah,
existing
yeah.
like AI companies want to buy Reddit.
That, by the way, yeah, I just remembered also this story because from February 17th. So about a month ago, Reddit has a new training AI deal to sell user content. So yeah, OpenAI and Reddit signed a deal that OpenAI can use some Reddit data. 60 million they pay for. OpenAI pays for AI. OpenAI pays for Reddit 60 million annually every year. So this was apparently a deal that has been struck allegedly. Um,
Seems quite plausible that they'll just buy Reddit at some point
well,
if they find it, I don't know, valuable.
or they were just I don't know, yeah, take whatever is valuable for their AI and I don't
The
know
data, yeah, of course.
because Reddit is not a really sophisticated site. I mean, there are some. It's mostly text, right? So there are some videos, of course, and some photos and stuff, but it's that's not the majority. I feel like so. I don't know. What do I know?
Mm-hmm.
I don't run a $1 billion business, I suppose. But yeah, I don't know.
Yet.
Yes, correct. Yeah. So I don't know. Not that financial advice. Who knows where we will go from here? But
Hmm.
I,
But if you're waiting for this moment,
yeah,
I guess starting Monday you can buy some Reddit shares.
yeah. And if you really want to, yeah, give Steve Hoffman the kind of a dickhead of the internet to some money, then yeah,
Yes,
feel
you can.
free. You can make
Like
some money, maybe.
starting Monday, you will be able to do that. Well, technically you already could, but
Yeah.
assuming that you weren't aware that Reddit went public.
Mm. All right.
All right.
Next up.
Next news. The third is probably it's not really like news. I mean, I feel like these kind of things, I feel like are never newsworthy to me personally. Uh, but I guess
Yeah, it's
they are indicative of bigger processes that are happening.
yeah.
Is that Boeing CEO is retiring, leaving basically, right?
Mm-hmm.
Stepping down as CEO, and it's a part of the bigger process of just, I don't know, restructuring, shuffling around the entire like executive basically uh, at the company.
Yeah. Did you
And yeah,
uh did you see some kind of a, oh, who was it? Some kind of a travel agency site where you can book flights that even like you can now filter out these specific Boeing models from their site, which was kind of funny. Like,
mhm.
what?
Yes, I read this. A lot of people have been like changing their like book tickets and stuff to avoid the flying using Boeing planes. Yeah.
That's kind of, yeah.
It's pretty intense, yeah. I mean, of course, this all started for people who are not in the loop with
Mm-hmm.
the with the famous now, um,
Alaskan airline.
yeah, flight
Yeah,
where
yeah, yeah.
the door just
Yeah, just yeet it.
just just decided that it wasn't needed anymore and just fell off. Um,
Yeah, if you ever feel useless meme, something, something. I don't
mhm.
know.
Oh, the best part of that is that it happened like literally minutes into the flight, which is kind of impressive.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah, now they are now they are not having the greatest time at the company, and so many like deliveries of aircrafts were delayed following this to like ensure the quality control. So a lot of shipments will be delayed, so it will impact yada yada. Profits, margins, something, something, you know the drill. So yeah, and in wake of this, they are experiencing some, you know, executive shakeups at the company.
Yeah. They better. I mean, yeah, that's I feel like come on. That's a usually a normal thing, I feel like. Because the Volkswagen thing also, that's some kind of a huge major like, by the way, we cheated on our all Volkswagen CO2 emission levels, and the CEO had to step down. And so I feel like, yeah, if it's like a major thing that is losing the company like millions and millions and millions, then I don't know. Maybe the management not that great, that should step down. So yeah, I all for it. But yeah,
Mhm.
somebody has to.
When did it happen? It would happened around, I want to say, late last year, or was it early this year that
the
that incident happened?
the Boeing thing. Uh,
Mhm.
wait. The videos are from January 9th, 8th, something like that.
January 5th.
Okay.
January 5th accident. Yeah, yeah. So interesting. Since January 5th, the stock price of Boeing went down by like $60 per share.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty crazy. From
Mm-hmm.
250-ish to 193.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy.
All right. Next up.
Next up. So we're entering a little bit of an AI segment because, of course, we cannot escape AI anywhere anymore.
Yeah.
And so actually something that I wanted to discuss a little bit. I mean, the news is like a nothing burger
Mm-hmm.
itself, but the actual like phenomenon which it is talking about, and something that I feel like I mean we'll have to deal with at some point sooner than later. Basically, the news is that the AI generated art. I feel like we need some kind of different word to describe this stuff. I feel like we're giving AI too much credit when we call it AI generated art. Somebody needs to figure
Mm-hmm.
this out. But basically, AI generated stuff
Mm-hmm.
is filling like social media, Facebook in particular. And you
Yeah.
know who Facebook is popular with? Boomers.
Yes.
And boomers, as is kind of, I feel like, a pattern, uncritically engage with content they see and just take it at face value and like it, share it, comment about it, and basically just disseminate um, stuff that isn't real. And since now at the moment we don't have um, any what's the word?
Uh,
Regulations
yeah.
that require content to be watermarked and stuff like that, or
Mm-hmm.
like clearly explicitly marked as AI generated. You can just
Yeah. Like this
disseminate it.
hand carved ice sculpture that every single mom is like super impressed by.
Yes,
Like
yes.
what? Of
Well, with this one, it was like pretty obvious. I was like, okay, well, that's yeah, sure. But
mm-hmm.
like the ones that were a little bit higher there, the cake one and the pizza one,
Yeah.
it took me like half a second to understand what was happening.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Um, I guess, yeah. Especially, I mean, the pizza one is obvious because no human in the world could possibly make a pizza so round and perfect.
Yeah. I mean, this is pretty yeah. Like yeah, I mean, I can oh man.
So what do we do?
Yeah.
Because I mean, my parents use Facebook occasionally,
Mhm.
and they are totally the kind of people who will like repost things they find and sort of like comment about it. And usually it's the kind of stuff that is very like innocent, kind of like inconsequential. Yeah,
Also,
like
okay.
photographs. Hmm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Also, this is my first pizza. Like literally, this is her first pizza that she made. Is in the title. Like, yeah, okay, okay, yeah, of course. Uh,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
but yeah, to answer your question, basically, luckily my mom isn't on Facebook and on any of them. But yeah, I can. But Melissa's mom is, and she is posting also some yeah these kinds of things basically that just luckily now are just mostly jokes, but yeah, this I can totally see like, oh, look what humans are now capable of. This pizza that is completely absolutely perfect that is now influencing her, and her whoever mom is like and her child will now make a pizza and like it, and the first one is like that what it, look at this absolutely perfectly round pizza that okay
Hmm.
my
As someone
daughter
who's been making pizzas for the last few years,
yeah yeah
I feel
and
very attacked by this
yeah exactly, and
because
you and the mom is like now super kind of upset that like what you're making just your first pizza and this is how it turned out, and I should send you to some kind of a culinary school to learn some proper pizza making skills or whatever.
uh-huh. It is funny. I mean, it's mostly funny. I mean, I don't feel like it's
Yeah.
but I mean, from pizzas to like, deep fake political advertising or, uh
Oh, damn it. Or this perfectly knitted crochet is that that's the word, right word? And every mom is like gonna be super upset right now because
mhm, mhm,
yeah,
mhm. And they already
she
have
can't make
like
like this.
the thing is that these things already have hundreds of likes of these specific posts. I don't know where they're actually coming from, but from the
Mm-hmm.
screenshot you can see they have over 100 comments each
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
hundreds of likes. So I mean, there's plenty of them. There's plenty of people who are just like taking it at face value.
Oh man, yeah. This is yeah. I don't know. I'm calling it the well. A lot of people are calling it the inshitification of the internet because this is just yeah. Setting some very unrealistic expectations for their own life or children or whoever.
and then you'll have people going to restaurants and like, oh, I had a pizza at this actual restaurant, and it's not as round as the one that
Yeah, exactly.
I
And
saw on Facebook.
oh yes, or they can like make I want this pizza on from this photo or whatever, and if they don't get it, then they will, yeah, bad review, this restaurant absolute garbage, don't go there, whatever, and just cursing the chef on the way out also at the same, I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh
Garbage
my
trash.
god, yeah. And maybe even the chef like, okay, no, but this is clearly fake. I know how to make a round pizza, and this is not possible. It's especially for a first pizza, like the post even says. Like, yeah. Anyway, I don't know. Oh man, we have to educate the older people. Yeah, just this.
So how does one do that? Because on top of we all have things to do in life, and
Yeah, I don't know. Turn on mom notifications on your Facebook profile, and every time she
you're like,
posts,
oh, mom posted something. Better explain to her.
yeah, but immediately leaves a comment. Mom, do you still realize this is completely fake, right? So, something. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's what it comes down to because they're
Oops.
not going to you know
Yeah.
seek out like different because I'm sure they will become a thing, like tutorials of how to like spot. I mean, there already are probably how to spot AI generated stuff and
Michael.
versus like
Yeah,
actual
yes.
stuff.
Michael. Hello, Michael, by the way. How are those old people so smooth and so wrinkly at the same time? Incredible. Yes, exactly. You
Well, with the
just.
power of AI,
Mm,
you can
with
you
the
can
with the power of this posts some kind of a ad sponsor that is like, I don't know, Dove cream that you can get smooth and wrinkly at the same time or something. I don't know. Yeah. Also, the perfect white hair is also like probably some kind of a sponsor
hmm
on this.
spotless, perfectly great hair. Yeah.
Yep, yep. And they're only like 28 years old or something. I don't know.
They really are. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
hmm
All right. Shall we move on?
hmm Yeah, let's. So the other AI related topic is that um Microsoft Copilot. I mean, I guess May, but I mean, I guess it will happen eventually. So I guess we can say will soon run locally on PCs.
Yeah.
So Copilot is Microsoft's own AI service, which already exists, and you can use it if you want.
Yeah. By the way, yeah, if you don't know, there was a the Copilot key on the keyboard is also a thing that
It was
people
from a few weeks ago, yeah. Coming
uh,
soon to laptops and keyboards and stuff, yeah.
yeah, the no, Copilot key to kick off the year of AI. And yeah, so it's gonna be living in on the keyboard like this basically.
hmm
So we can't escape
It's
it.
happening.
It's
It's
literally
happening.
on the keyboard
It's happening.
already.
They
And
will force it onto us until it happens. They will fake it till it makes it.
yeah.
Um, but honestly, I don't feel like it's such. I mean, minus the privacy concerns, ethics, all this nonsense that nobody cares about anymore.
Yeah, the end of humanity.
Yeah,
Yeah.
was it not Microsoft that disbanded its AI ethics department? Or was it no?
Oh
I think it was
yeah.
Microsoft, right? Or was it Google? One of them, right?
Yeah,
It
I
was a couple months ago. So clearly nobody cares about ethics, which is fine. At least we're on the same page.
Microsoft.
Microsoft. There you go. So they will do as much as they can until it becomes illegal, right? I mean, at some point, some things will become illegal, and then we will stop doing that. But I feel like that's basically how everything works ever, right? You do
Mm-hmm.
it until it becomes regulated, and then it becomes regulated. You try to do as little as possible to fall under the new guidelines, as we'll see also later with another piece of news. Um,
Yes.
but like minus the obvious problems, such as ethics and privacy, I kind of don't hate that idea, because if we do get to the point of competent AI assistants,
Mm-hmm.
having them as like a speed dial, so to say,
Yeah.
sounds like a decent idea. Because like I kind of want Siri not to be terrible. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I want Siri to be able to do something more than putting
This was
timers.
this was the whole idea of Siri when it launched,
Yeah,
basically, that this will be the assistant. They don't talk about
yeah,
the assistant part anymore. They just talk about, yeah, it's Siri. But
yeah,
when they introduced Siri, it was like assistant Siri, basically. Yeah.
yeah. As usual, they oversold it and then couldn't make it work, and then we ended up having what we ended up having.
Just like
Which is
Apple
also
Maps.
very exactly, which is very typical of all software-related tech,
Hmm.
always.
Yeah.
But if we are actually getting to the point where there are like some advancements in that front, I feel like it would make sense to make use of it. Adding hardware buttons to keyboards and to laptops seems like a bit of a heavy-handed approach, but at the same time, if it is going to be
Yeah,
at
they
least to
are.
some extent
Yeah,
as good as they say it will be.
yeah, this basically symbolizes to me that how serious they are, that this will be the next like 20 years or whatever, to add a separate key onto the keyboard, basically. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's why I feel like the iPhone, yeah, the iPhone 15 Pro with the new dedicated key, button basically on the side. I'm kind of also, that's, I would probably add that also to AI if I had the Pro version with the dedicated button, just to, because yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I guess you'll be able um, to map it onto that button. But I mean, you already have
Yeah,
Siri
yeah.
button, which is the power button, right?
Yeah,
Which is
but
how I
that's Siri,
use.
but it's not like AI. Well,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I mean, there is no way there will be two different kinds, right? Whenever Apple rolls out AI, it will be what
yes,
it will
but
be.
you can.
Yeah.
But people have been adding like it's an Apple shortcut to open up the
In this
OpenAI.
sense, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, the OpenAI app, and then you can still use ChatGPT with the button technically through Apple shortcuts, basically. So that's what people are doing currently, or Google Assistant also. That's the other popular one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I have it. I had it on a home screen also, basically. Actually, anyway, doesn't matter. I tried it.
So we both agree that it's coming. It's coming
Oh,
soon.
it's
But that wasn't the
coming,
actual.
but yeah, yeah, it's
That wasn't
absolutely.
the actual news. The actual news was that at some point in the future, I mean soon, we'll see. But this Copilot thing will be able to run on your PC locally, as opposed
Yeah.
to in the cloud, as it is right now.
Yes, with a dedicated chip, basically, which is just dedicated to the AI processor, the AI processing. So
Which is
yeah,
interesting, because
adds
let's
cost
say,
cost to the laptop, but
yeah, that's true. But I meant more in a sense that, like, I don't own any Microsoft related hardware other than my PC, and I don't intend to upgrade my PC for a while.
yeah.
So hypothetically, if I did want to take advantage of this thing, which, but let's say I do, so
Mm-hmm.
what would that look like, I wonder?
Yeah, then yeah, basic. Yeah, I think the newest ones are the laptops, not even the PC, because
Yeah,
I
yeah.
I saw some AI PC laptops.
Yeah, yeah, they are definitely coming.
AI Intel laptop. I don't know. Yeah, yeah. Where were the Copilot key, blah blah. Yeah, Core Ultra chips are the chips, but which laptops Lenovo. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Basically, there are some new laptops that with already the AI dedicated key and the AI enabled laptops.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about the PC part. So I guess the most logical part is probably to put the AI onto the CPU. Most likely then, but
I don't know. I
what,
feel like for most people who don't have laptops, it will just be relegated to just the cloud version, right? Because you would probably need to buy some extra hardware to your PC just for this specific purpose of having, you know, Copilot locally. Which is fine, I guess, again, with cloud version, we go back to all those ethical and privacy concerns, but, I feel like, do we care anymore?
yeah,
Does
yeah.
privacy exist anymore? Can
I
somebody
mean,
tell me? What is privacy anymore?
uh, privacy is when you move to North Korea and you just don't use anything anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I feel like at this point, privacy is relegated solely to, like, philosophical category. I guess you can accomplish some sort of privacy in, like, physical dimension, But as soon as you turn on that phone or computer, honey, then I feel like that ship has sailed.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. All right. Shall we move on to the next one?
Before we move on, I thought the interesting nugget of information
Yeah.
was that currently the most capable chip that can do AI stuff is Apple's M3.
Hmm.
Which I found interesting. Obviously, Apple uses AI for a lot of things, such as video processing. But yeah, like pretty much, even that wouldn't be enough to run something like Copilot locally on computer.
Yeah. Yeah.
And other chips.
It needs like a dedicated chip basically. The M3 is not like a It doesn't have a
Mm-hmm. But I
AI
imagine,
section dedicated section as I understand.
yeah. But I imagine, in the next few years, we'll have a lot of different chips, including Apple's ones, that will have a lot more of
Mm-hmm.
these, of the hardware that you need to run AI stuff.
Oh yeah.
So I'd be surprised if already like M4 or something has like, I don't know,
Yeah.
double.
And speaking of M3, where the hell is the Mac Mini M3? I'm so what the come on. You Apple released the new I didn't put it in the last week I think MacBook Air M3. What was it? Or was it? Oh no. Which one was it? Oh man. Why is Estonia? Jesus. No. I just want to yeah. MacBook Air M3. Why not Mac Mini M3? Where is it? I need to go. I need to get the new M2 Mac Mini. The price go down so I can buy a new one because honestly, 16 gigs of RAM with all my Chrome tabs, it's getting kinda rough. So I'm planning to upgrade at some point already because
More tabs are needed.
yeah, I don't know. This is what I do basically most 90% of the time. So even right now, it's like I have like I don't know 50, maybe 60, 70 tabs open right now. So well, luckily on this PC it's not a problem because 32 gigs of RAM, but 16 gigs on Apple M1, it's getting kind of rough. Anyway, yeah, that's my mini rant.
Give Steam the tabs.
Yeah,
The
and
RAM. The RAMs. The RAMs and the tabs.
And I was already looking at Mac Studio M1, which was on sale on Hinnavaatluse Forum, which is the fat Mac Mini basically. So this you can upgrade to 32 gigs basically, if you decide to spec it. And this this starts new right now. Oh, Jesus Christ, 4,600 right now, new in Estonia. Well, I mean, it's a discontinued model, I believe, because M2 Mac Studio is a thing. But yeah, it was Hinnavaatluse Forum. I thought 1,700 was it the base? Was it the auction starting price, or was it? I think the no, it was the price. I think 1,700, and I was like, should I? But 1,700 is like kind of a lot, and I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, this was my, and this has been gone for 2 weeks now, but about like 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, I was like pondering, should I go for the Mac Studio 32 gig? But it's still M1, but it just has like RAM. And am I willing to pay for basically almost double for RAM? Oh man, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, rant over. Let's move over to the next one. The EU?
I feel like we already talked about it. It just kind of keeps piling up.
Yeah,
basically the news is that EU finally adopted the Digital Markets Act.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a whole thing. And basically the news is that the big tech companies are not really, following the guidelines that the EU has
you don't say.
put forward.
Yeah.
And they will tell you that they are following the guidelines, and the EU doesn't.
Shocked Pikachu face.
Yeah. And basically, yes, the EU is now investigating everyone. Apple, Meta, Google, everybody's being investigated.
Yeah, and I the only company that was a little bit surprising that they don't include in this one, Microsoft. But yeah, they all the other big ones they are like, yeah, we gotta investigate you basically. Yeah, so Google, Meta, Apple, Amazon. Yeah. Anyway, so we'll see.
Yeah, I wonder. Yeah, I guess with Microsoft, it's. I mean, I don't know. Is the Microsoft store even considered like,
the gatekeeper?
Gatekeeper, yeah. Because it is, I feel like, pretty inconsistent. I mean, I don't know actually the numbers, but I would struggle to think of any time I know anyone who used Microsoft Store for any purpose.
Gatekeeper. Oh no, there's a gatekeeper app on the Microsoft Store. I can't find
to show all the gatekeepers.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the crux of the problem is that EU doesn't believe that the companies are basically creating conditions that would allow third-party developers to compete with, the apps that these companies have, basically.
Yeah.
Which was the whole point, is to make sure that smaller developers have more or less even ground, and the end users have basically a free market and just choose whatever they want for whatever purposes they have. Just compete on the quality of service, as opposed to just like basically pushing all the third-party developers to the wayside and just having everyone use your stock apps, either in Android or in iOS.
Yeah, also, mini rant. Where are the third-party app stores? Come on! Bring it! I need it.
I'm also ready. I'm curious to see what that looks like.
Yes, please. Even it doesn't Epic Game Store doesn't don't care. I will play your Fortnite whatever.
Mm-hmm. I
Oh,
The thing that I didn't know from this article is that Meta is now offering EU citizens a ad-free plan for their apps,
yes,
which makes both Instagram and Facebook ad-free for 10
yes.
euros per month,
Oh yeah, did
which
we
is
I definitely have talked about it, but I don't remember if you were here
yeah, I
also.
wasn't here for 2 weeks.
No, it was like more than a month ago, I believe.
Oh, really?
This is not like
Oh, yeah.
recent news. This is more like
I don't use either Facebook or Instagram, so
well,
it
yeah.
completely escaped my attention.
Um,
Starting from March, I started doing that from March 1st, but the actual news
mm-hmm.
was late 2023 that they were
Yes.
going to.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So this is yeah. I'm yeah. Launch paid ad free subscription, 10 euros per month. Yeah. I have talked about this definitely, and but yeah, that's a thing. If you really don't want to see ads, then yeah. The thing I do, for example, because I use Facebook Marketplace, so I
Mm-hmm.
buy shit and sell shit all the time. So I see Facebook ads, and the stuff I do is go directly to the ad and block advertiser. There is a new button. Technically, you can before you could only hide this hide every ad from this advertiser. That was the before button, and now there's a block all the ads from this advertiser. Yes, they're like a bazillion advertisers, and you have to click on every single one on when it shows up on your feed. But for years and years and years and years, I have done that, and so my Facebook feed is actually I don't see basically any ads.
Mm-hmm.
And just only the new ones that are popping up because there are some new ones that are being
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but my Facebook feed is probably very different from most of people's Facebook feeds, and took years. But yeah, I feel I took that decision. I don't know 5+ years ago, and well, if it's gonna be usable, then I will have to click on all of these, I guess. Yeah. Anyway, all right, let's move on.
I don't know if this is a controversial yet brave things to say,
Yes.
but I hope to live in a world where like how there are regulations on where you can advertise to people and where you can't in the EU.
Mm-hmm.
So, we don't have this absurd bombardment of advertisings as people have in the US, where they have like ads on grocery packagings
Yeah.
for like random things like Star Wars lettuce or something, or like stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm hoping to eventually get to the point, maybe once this kind of takes off and they like go even more forward with like regulating digital markets and like digital space,
Yeah.
get to the point where we could have like some sort of like EU-wide digital advertisement tax or something,
Ooh. Okay. Yeah.
where you pay like 1% of your monthly income, and it becomes
Mm-hmm.
illegal for advertisers to advertise you on the internet outside of specific places where the whole point is to advertise, such as like digital storefronts and stuff.
I think you're just describing the perfect dystopia that we all want to live in, or something. I don't know. I mean, that's the nice picture. If only advertisers would pay some percentage of the ad, and
No. I would like to pay a percentage of my income to
yeah,
not have any advertising by definition,
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
on the
yeah, yeah.
level of ISPs, advertisements are just completely removed from your traffic.
Hmm.
So it's impossible to see them unless you go to specific like
Yeah.
ad supported storefronts and stuff like that.
I mean, technically, like, that's what this is basically. Also, 10 euros per
Because
month.
you know, like a percent, I would say it would be like fair. I feel like with what medium wage in Estonia is like not
Yeah, yeah.
1800 euros.
Mm-hmm.
So like pay 18 euros per month and you just have no ads whatsoever.
Mm.
And that includes like streaming service. Streaming services can have their own subscription fees, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And so those remain the same because you're paying for the service.
Mm-hmm.
But it would be illegal for any of those subscription plans to have ads in them, for example.
Mm.
And you can have, maybe those, paywall
I.
websites, if you
Oh my
will,
god. You should work at the European Council council to regulate all these tech companies. I feel like
Mhm.
that's
I really
honestly
should, yeah.
that's honestly like a very interesting idea. Yeah, just like let's take all of these big tech services and they're all their ads, and it's just I don't not to subscribe to Facebook without ads, Spotify without ads, whatever, Netflix without ads, and
Yes.
just one
I mean,
thing.
they can still have premium subscriptions
Mm-hmm.
for additional features, but the advertising should never be part of this equation.
Yeah,
So you
that's
either see
yeah.
ads or you don't see ads. And if you have a tax, so that means that you cannot have ads just bombarding people in their everyday use of whatever app, on like Reddit, on Instagram, whatever app, whatever platform they use.
I
And if
like
you want to
that.
subscribe to Twitter Plus or whatever X, blue, red thing,
Mm-hmm.
then it can offer you extra features like I don't fucking know what they offer, but whatever features they're offering. And the same deal for, of course, you can have Netflix subscription, which comes with like, they can still do like different plans for different resolutions and stuff like that, if they want. Although I feel like, personally, I feel like 4K should be the minimum resolution for any plan, but whatever.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I feel like, again, this just comes down to the fact that digital space is so like wild west of everything.
Yep.
And I feel like if we do have regulations on specific
But
places, like in Estonia, for example, right, where you cannot put like ads, I don't know, in fucking, I don't know, kindergarten or something like
yeah.
that. So I feel like the same rules should apply to digital space as well, because some countries have like public broadcasting tax, right, where you pay some money even if you don't use public broadcasting, services, you don't watch television,
Mm-hmm.
but you pay money so that all publicly broadcast channels are free of tax, or free of ads.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like nowadays, just the amorphous digital space is so much more used, so much more important in our lives than television, in the classic sense of television being just the television that exists.
Yeah.
That I
Yeah.
feel
Yeah.
like it would make more sense to look into that.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I'm gonna send your application to the EU Council or something.
hmm
You will.
I mean, I can't imagine I'm being the first person who ever thought about this.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sure there are some people sitting there dealing, whichever commission, whichever commissariat deals with these digital things. I'm sure they're already like looking into that. But it would be a tough sell, right? Because
Yeah. It's yeah.
yeah,
They can't
they can
agree
imagine.
on anything basically. Like they can't agree on how much is a single person even worth to us looking at basically. So because that's yeah, some
hmm
Facebook is really I don't know. Well, I mean, even Facebook is still like wants to extract you some more money, even if they don't show you ads. So they're still like I don't know, doing some other stuff still. they're still collecting your data and they're selling your
Yeah, no,
data. And
that's a different ball of wax.
yeah. So
But I
they.
do feel like, it would be tough to sell to corporations on that because, of course, this tax, I imagine, in some way, shape, or form would have to go, some part of it, to the corporations, right? Because you would be paying for,
Mm-hmm.
well, whatever, for the advertisement that we don't see.
Yeah.
But, my proposition was to do 1% of taxable income, which can be different depending on what income you have. Let's say you make like 3,000 euros per month, and you would pay like 30 euros. That's like a lot of money,
Mm-hmm.
Or like if you have like 1,500, you would pay 15 euros, which is like more digestible, I suppose. But then you have Meta, who charges 10 euros for 2 apps without ads. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? For 2 websites without ads. So
Yeah.
then it kind of becomes like, because I
Uh.
mean, fundamentally, it's like arbitrary numbers, like
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
what
Yeah.
these 10
They're just
euros,
like whatever the market can accept and bear, basically.
exactly,
Yeah.
whatever you can get away with.
Yeah.
But if you put it in the realm of like taxation, it becomes,
Mm-hmm.
just more kind of transparent and like, different people will pay different amounts depending on their purchasing ability.
By
But
the way.
everybody will get like a fair access to internet without the headache of having to deal with like all this nonsense.
Mm-hmm. By the way, you still pay for YouTube Premium, right?
Yeah.
Have you used Google Play Music? Because Google Play Music is bundled with YouTube Premium? Maybe not. Or is
I
it?
use YouTube Music. Well,
Well, okay. Oh,
very
yeah. Sorry. That's yeah. That's the same thing, but then with a new name. Yes.
Oh yeah.
It used to be
I use
called
it a couple
Google.
times per month.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Would you?
I mean, I'm not a huge fan. I would prefer to use Apple Music, but I don't want to pay separate subscription
Yeah.
for something I use quite rarely.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just use it occasionally.
Okay.
It's fine.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But again, to my point, the only reason I'm subscribing to YouTube Premium is to get rid of ads,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because I don't really need any of the other features
Mm-hmm.
for my personal experience.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm paying, admittedly, I pay very little because I'm subscribing through a different country's,
Mm-hmm.
VPN. But that's not the point, But
Yeah.
if I had the option to just not have ads, I would do that. But I don't want to do that for every single website I go to.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because at that point, you're just these developers of these apps just create a problem that I want to get fixed,
Yes.
and they're selling me the solution to the problem that they created.
Yes.
And I don't like that.
And
Sorry.
I'm using the Brave browser, which doesn't show you ads also on YouTube, basically.
Ad blocking is, is basically the only feasible solution because, again, you cannot pay for every individual website you visit or you want to visit.
Yeah.
But again, because I would be willing to pay a certain amount of my money to get rid of ads, and for
Well,
that
you
money
are
to go to
already.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I am already. There you go.
Yeah.
But I cannot be bothered dealing with every website individually. So.
Mm-hmm. Yes. All right. Let's move on because there's already an hour has gone by.
Now we're getting into the miscellaneous sort of not funny news, but just smaller things. So people don't use Reddit anymore. Oh, not Reddit. Sorry, Twitter.
It's still Reddit. Well, sorry, Reddit, Twitter. Yes, I'm still calling it Twitter. I'm jumping on the bandwagon. Even like, yeah, big YouTubers like Linus and Marquez, and they're all still calling it Twitter. Like not even like X/Twitter or X formerly whatever. No, they're just calling it straight up Twitter, and everybody is okay with that, and everybody doesn't care anymore, basically. Which is kind of funny to me because they spent so much time and effort to rename it X, but no, it's still Twitter to basically anybody. Even okay, last week you weren't here, but Neuralink, which is Elon Musk's some other company that they're doing brain implants and stuff. Even the engineer live streaming on Twitter called it Twitter, which is Elon Musk's own company. It's kind of funny. Anyway, doesn't matter. All right, the news.
The news is that people don't want to use Twitter anymore, basically.
Yeah.
That in the
Downloads of Threads have surged in recent weeks. Really? Okay. Threads is the from Meta, from the Instagram. It's basically Twitter, but from the Zuck.
So basically, in the year since Twitter changed hands, it's now around 15% down in terms of its users, daily active users.
Oh my god.
Still sitting at around 175 million.
Yeah.
Which is, a lot. But compared to like other platforms, like I don't know, 500 million on Instagram.
Yeah.
Let's say TikTok daily users. Oh,
I mean,
only 50 for TikTok. Wow, that's crazy. It feels like everyone's using TikTok right now.
well, yeah, it's TikTok is like, I don't know, kind of insane.
So what's the
Basically, what was it? I recently saw like 170 million Americans are using it. So basically, like half of the population, which is again an app for, I don't know, mostly for the younglings, but I guess basically for everybody uses it. Anyway, all right, starting to sound like an old man. Yeah. So
okay, so it's still Facebook is number one.
Yeah.
Wow, over 2 billion daily active users.
I mean,
That's
yeah.
crazy to think about.
I mean, that's so many bots.
I mean, yeah.
But everybody has bots, so. But
especially X, as we covered previously, that X has a huge, disproportionately large number of bots on the platform. So I think it was something to do with like almost half, right? At some point. So if you subscribed half from 175 million, then it is a pretty small install base. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't surprise me at all, in terms of the trend. I didn't have much interest in Twitter before, granted, but now that, I mean, why would I? Now I also have to pay to use it, right? Because you have to pay like, whatever was it, like €1 per year to post and stuff like that, which is not a big deal.
Oh yeah, wait, is that a thing? This was supposed to be a thing, but I can totally post on Twitter, even though I haven't.
I think it's for new accounts.
Oh, wasn't it for everybody? When was the thing? Posting. When was the charge? Yeah, 20. Or has it gone through? Oh yeah, that's right. There are some countries that it's a thing. Yeah, Philippines and New Zealand, but they haven't rolled it out to other countries yet. It was starting to, it looked like it's gonna be a thing very soon, but Philippines and New Zealand so far, I think only. But yeah, could be any day now also, so who knows. They will just I'm pretty sure they are just testing how it goes, but then again, I mean, if they're losing like subscribers and people that are like, maybe they're like, okay, maybe not, or something. Yeah, New Zealand, Philippines, blah blah blah. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, Twitter is not doing great.
I mean, yeah, and also the point is that over the last year, all platforms, not all platforms, but like such platforms as Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok all increased their user base. So
Mm.
compared to that, like Twitter is doing pretty poorly.
Yeah.
Shocking, I know.
Yeah, yeah. All
And
right.
so to improve the situation, Twitter is working on not safe for work communities for adult content.
Because OnlyFans, that's where the money is.
Honestly, I mean that's not a terrible idea, honestly. Yeah,
That's
I didn't even know that communities was a thing, but they're trying to do basically like a Reddit-esque thing where you can have communities of like specific like sub Twitters or whatever,
yeah.
you know. And yeah, you'll be able to have not safe for work content in them. I mean, you can already do that on Twitter, as is.
Mm-hmm.
Post not safe for work content, but now you will be able to mark it to flag it not safe for work, and people who don't have their age specified, whatever that means, will not see it.
Mm-hmm.
So cool,
Yeah,
I
so
guess. Especially considering so many platforms are removing not safe for work content. I feel like it sort of makes sense, if
the,
Twitter wants to be this like whatever universal platform for everything, then
everything app, the everything
yeah,
app, as Elon describes it, and so
Then I feel like it's not a terrible move. I don't know if it will result in them having more users, but
maybe all the Twitter thoughts are pouring in if the Twitter ban just happened also that we are gonna talk about very very soon. Uh, in like
mhm.
4 stories or something. Yeah. Anyway. Uh. Yeah.
Speaking of platforms trying to stay relevant, do you
Yeah.
want to watch TikTok-like videos on your LinkedIn page?
Yes.
Well, soon
Exactly.
you will be able to,
Yeah.
because every platform needs to have shorts in them.
Yep.
Because every platform needs to have every feature,
Yep.
because that's how things work. It is incredible to me how circular the social media space is, We started with the platform for everything being Facebook,
Yep.
and then we just shattered it into many different apps for many different specific things. And now all those apps are kind of getting all the features back into them.
Yeah. 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 They're
So
just.
now we have 20 Facebooks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. It's the circle jerk of Android versus Apple copying features, I guess, something. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, honestly, uh SoundCloud had kind of a this kind of a like a vertical um to discover new music basically. So you had to like a kind of a discover the discover tab, and some new music plays for I don't know 15 seconds, and then you can swipe up to reveal the next track. That I kinda liked actually, which is kind of the thick the TikTok whatever, I guess, like feed, but just for music, I guess. That was kind of okay. This is kind of cool because Spotify didn't have it, but now I just recently, few days ago, I discovered that Spotify I think copied it also basically. So for music discovery, I'm down, but mindlessly
That's
spending
interesting, actually.
like on videos, yeah, not that. Yeah, I don't know.
Also on LinkedIn of all platforms.
Yeah, I mean,
Like, what
it's
kind of
just a
content would you put
desperate
there?
move to make it relevant, I guess, or
I
something.
guess so, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's very weird, but sure, if you wanted to, if you needed another place to watch shorts on, now you can do it on LinkedIn, so. Well, not yet, but soon you'll be able to do that on LinkedIn, so.
The
You're welcome.
manager wanted to say hi also. The manager slash owner. Oh, she heard LinkedIn. That's my platform. Yeah.
So now we're entering completely miscellaneous territory.
Yes.
A very short and very quick stories. So,
Take two.
Take-Two is going to buy Gearbox for a lot of money. Gearbox was previously bought by Embracer Group, which is a Swedish I don't really know what they
Oh,
are. Well, the point is that they are basically kind of unraveling.
I didn't know.
And
I
what?
didn't know that they're Swedish. Okay, that's
Oh yeah.
interesting. Yeah.
And basically, they made a splash by buying everything. Back in I don't know,
Mm.
like I want to say like 5 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
they were making the most news, and they were buying all the studios, all the intellectual properties. Basically, they were like, "We're gonna become the biggest, the massivest publisher ever, and we're gonna make games in all the millions of IPs that we have, and it's gonna be amazing." Obviously, it didn't work out. Things happened. And now they're basically selling off a bunch of their properties to other companies, probably at a discount, I would imagine.
Yeah.
And so one of them is Gearbox, which will be sold to Take-Two,
Yeah.
which is another large publisher of games. Uh, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we'll see a lot more of this kind of stories about Embracer. Um,
Yeah.
and they confirmed that they're making a new Borderlands game, if you are into that kind of stuff.
Are you?
Yeah.
Have you played?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like I haven't played the most recent one, but I feel like it has
Mm-hmm.
devolved the most in the recent one, where the gameplay is kind of fun. It's like a looter shooter,
Yeah.
but they keep going for this like humor, like comedic writing that is very current, and it's gotten way more current in the last one, where it was about like influencer streamer stuff, and I was like, okay, well, I can't deal with this, so I didn't actually play
Okay.
that game. So I don't have much interest in it.
Yeah.
But it's kind of a popular IP, so I can see them doing something with it. And Take-Two is I mean, better is kind of a relative term, but it is definitely more stable than Embracer. So at least they're not shutting down, because the alternative to being bought by someone is probably just having layoffs and being shut
Yeah.
down. So I feel like it's the better option, I guess.
Yeah.
Um, So then another thing is that I'm kind of sort of excited about or interested in is that there'll probably new iPads coming and maybe a Mac Mini. I don't know. You never know.
Yeah. I mean.
Fingers crossed. But new OLED iPad Pros are coming probably already in May.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of excited about it. Kind of scared at the same time because they rumor to have like a massive price hike to go with it. I don't know how massive it can possibly be.
Oh, what? Okay.
Yeah, but that's what I heard. Because of the OLED
Ah.
displays, it will have like a big price
Oh.
hike.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of scared about it because iPad Pros are already expensive,
Mm-hmm. They
and
are.
you cannot price them at the same level as laptops because
Yeah. Just recently, I replied to someone on Twitter also that somebody is like, uh, yeah, some kind of a rumor about. I think maybe they're even the same rumor about an OLED iPad, and somebody was like, I don't know, my still 3-year-old iPad Pro runs pretty well, and I responded basically, I don't know, my 6-year-old iPad Pro runs pretty well still, and it's pretty overkill. 2018, 6 years old iPad Pro, and I don't have any reason to upgrade still, basically. So I don't know. Yeah, but
I
I
I,
get. Yeah.
I would like to upgrade to a new one, to a smaller 11-inch model, and because I use it mostly for reading and stuff, and for media consumption,
Mm-hmm.
which is a lot more convenient in like a smaller form factor. Um,
Yeah.
And I can definitely see, my phone is significantly faster than my tablet, so I feel like it's time for an upgrade.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
feel like if it is like significantly more expensive, then I probably won't, and I will just
Or maybe the older one.
maybe get an M2 one, yeah. Because OLED display is a nice thing to have, but if it's gonna like raise the price by 200 euros or something like that, it's just not worth it. I feel like at that point. And probably M2 will go on sale maybe a little bit by that, so maybe I will just get that instead. But we'll see. I am I'm open. to the idea of having a new iPad.
Yeah. All right.
All right, and now we're in complete meme territory.
Yes.
So basically, Russia is going back to the Soviet good old times, and the leader, the secretary of the party, ordered the humans of Russia to invent Russian game consoles,
Yeah.
Russian Steam, Russian cloud, and Russian operating system.
Of course.
Um,
Yeah.
so that's happening.
That's
So Dendy 2.
yeah, exactly. I was thinking about also like just yeah. Just Lada 2 and Dindy 2 and we got it will be slow and we will be only allowed to be happy or something or some I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's oh man. But
Yeah.
and China is doing well the same thing that China is doing. All Chinese all the time, everything Chinese, and but I feel like even China's like yeah, it's way shittier because even the processors are not as fast. It's not as polished. Software sucks. So whatever this will be, if it ever will be, it will suck even harder.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I also love that Russia is still operating in the 5-year chunks. It's very, very Soviet.
Yeah.
So Russia's organization for developing the video game industry, which is apparently a thing nowadays, has presented a 5-year roadmap to the government
Yeah.
that has 83 steps for developing video game industry in the country.
Okay. Yeah.
So one of those points is creating a domestic game console, which is
Yeah.
planned to come out somehow by the year 2026, 2027. Well,
Yeah.
good luck with that.
Sure. Sure.
Yeah. And yeah, basically, of course, because of the sanctions, many of the video game related companies stopped doing business in Russia. And at this
Mm-hmm.
point, it says that about 70% of Russian gamers are pirating titles.
Yeah. And that's what the console will be. Just a Dendy 2
ROMs, yeah.
with ROMs and pirated games.
Yeah.
I'm calling it right now. Anyway, yeah, let's
So well,
last
good luck with that. I guess we'll see how that works out.
yeah.
And last but not least, I don't even know what this is, honestly.
I know what this is.
So walk me through this.
I mean,
Walk me through this.
Twitch bans turning butts and boobs into green screens. So, how about? Oh yeah, the video says it all basically. So this one, so this is the
one from Twitter.
Yeah. So the Morg Pie, the famous like topless streamer basically. So she's now streaming on a butt.
Ah, okay. So she's live streaming.
Yes.
And she has a camera showcasing her ass.
Yes.
And she's wearing green shorts, so it acts as a green screen.
Yes.
Oh, I see.
And people took it even further because butts are not even the only sexy thing, right? So yeah, people are streaming on their boobs and because of course they are and VTubers got into and it even went as far as this one basically. So VTubers just the whole entire body is the video game thing. So this is how far it got before Twitch was all right, enough is enough. We're gonna ban like prolonged boob and butt and whatever streaming on body parts basically. But the funny thing is the CEO Dan Clancy, Twitch's CEO Dan Clancy doesn't want the service to be unsafe for not safe for work artwork forever. So basically artistic nudity might come back at some point basically because the CEO is like, yeah, we like money, but we don't really want to. We just need to categorize it like properly or something. So I don't know. Twitch doesn't know what they're doing. Basically, Twitch is like just like I don't know. We should ban this or ban that or. But yeah, and streamers are just pushing the boundaries. Oh man, just whatever it takes. Yeah, it's a butt streams, which sounds something completely else and probably is a category on Twitch also, butt streaming. But I don't know. This is what they apparently mean. Streaming some Fortnite on your behind. Yes. I don't know. It's a wild internet out there, basically. Okay. I want to mention quickly a few of my stories because I found them kind of interesting this week. Fun fact. The iPhone 12 got an upgrade just with the latest iOS 17.4. The iPhone 12 can now charge double as fast as it previously could with third-party chargers. So Apple actually is probably seeing the writing on the wall that the EU and anti-competitive and stuff. So before, the iPhone 12 charged 7.5 watts with a third-party charger. And now it got unlocked to the full 15 watts that was previously only available with the officially MagSafe Apple chargers. So if you have an iPhone 12, you can charge it double as fast.
Oh, that's a nice thing.
Which is yeah. So probably this was Apple lawyers probably realized that okay, this might be a lawsuit incoming at some point. And the other one, Google Wallet starts to add support for Apple Wallet pass files. So this, I didn't know this was a thing. Android didn't have any kind of so what the hell is a .pkpass? I don't know if you have ever bought like a concert ticket or an airline ticket. They usually come in a .pkpass file, and that was still not supported on Android. I was like, what? But now it's apparently coming. Finally. I've been using these pass files for years and years, basically on my iPhone. So the Android plebs are getting finally the feature, I guess, to add some concert tickets and so or airline tickets or whatever to your Google Wallet, basically, which is kind of nice. But to dunk on the Apple fans, because that's how I roll, because I dish out some for the Android people and then I dish out some for the Apple people, I guess, because the critical sheep that we are on this show, I guess. iOS 18 lets apps be placed anywhere on the home screen grid. So the Android people are probably laughing at this, but yeah, the iOS 18, according to some sources, will let you finally arrange the apps in.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a novel, stunning, and brave idea.
Very brave. Very novel.
No one has ever done this before.
Such wow. Much amazing, I guess. Yeah, I don't know.
I cannot wait for them to. I think this is the kind of thing that they will not pay attention to at all in their presentation. It will just be the, like, at the very end where they put like a collage of all the different features. It will be like in tiny txt at the bottom.
Yeah, just customizable. Doesn't even mention.
Yeah. Just non-specific, nondescript.
Yeah.
Description.
Just what is customizable? Nobody knows. No, you just have to figure it out.
Because it's so embarrassing that, like,
yeah.
That's the only way to do it.
Yeah. And the last thing that I want. Okay, not the. Okay, one more, but then the last thing. ANYmal is a kind of a funny looking deaf robot from Zurich, Switzerland. That is coming towards us in some point. This is kind of a just the latest in killing robot technology that can crawl under stuff and on top of stuff. I guess I don't know. Looks kind of weird and clunky, but yeah, this is meant to go where it's a little bit unsafe for humans to go, I guess, to rescue some people under some collapsed buildings and some, I don't know, maybe some dangerous terrain or whatever. So basically this is the thing. It looks kind of like a clunky robot mower type of robot, but yeah, hey, good job, Zurich, Switzerland, I guess. Yeah, the Zurich researchers. And the last thing that I wanted to mention, we talked about like your mom being tricked on the social media stuff. How about MKBHD just selling this credit card to you in a MKBHD voice, which is completely AI generated?
Okay. So this is the new metal card from Dot. I've heard a lot of great things about them. So let's just get right into it. So the tech in this is pretty legit.
I mean, we're only
it uses
just getting
NFC technology and
to the
stainless
era
steel to
of
make
like
networking seamless
AI
and
power
more efficient.
scams.
All
Right?
you do.
Oh my god, this is.
And I mean, there are people who fall for the just basic scams, right? So yeah, totally. It's
even people from my but like Vertial, the same age as me, are asking me on Facebook that, like, by the way, is this a scam? I haven't sold on Facebook that much, and this looks like a scam, and I'm like, yeah, it is obviously a scam, and I'm like, oh, okay, really, I didn't know, okay, but and those are just the ones that are not falling for it, but they are like close to falling for it basically.
But they're not like they're not sure.
Yeah, they are like, I know I know there are scams out there. I have a computer. I know some tech stuff, and they are just getting more sophisticated day by day. So, man.
Yep.
And how many people will this fake MKBHD voice fool? Basically,
that's the digital business card to your phone, and it pulls up all your information.
Totally,
It's sleek and has a nice luxury feel to it, almost like an Amex.
Oh my god, yeah, this adds already so much. It's such a layer to the thing, basically. Yeah, this could be. This is. I feel like on TikTok and on the like Instagram Reels, on Twitter you can put like any kind of text on it, but on TikTok you won't necessarily look at the text, even if it's like, by the way, this is a fake MKBHD voice or whatever. No, most people will not even read that one sentence of the video, basically.
Totally.
Here on Twitter, you can just MKBHD voice. Oh, okay, so this is probably fake, but oh man, yeah. Anyway, all right, it's time for the memes. And this week I have only the llama that goes to McDonald's. This is the only one.
6 fries and some marmot sauce, okay? Nice and snappy.
I don't know.
Llama's going to McDonald's.
Anything else? Yeah, can you pick up some grass on the way home? Oh yeah, good idea there, Terry. I'll pack a bowl when we get back. All right, Jerry, you want anything?
No, I'm fine.
Huh, that's weird. Hey, Terry, what's up with Joey? Yeah, Patricia left him. Took all his bananas. Crazy.
Come on, Joey. You sure you don't want like a little Happy Meal? A little Happy Meal, get a little happy out of it? Come on, buddy. Put a little banana in it. Oh, get yourself a little banana split. What do you say?
I don't know. All right, this is. I haven't seen this kind of a dub voiceover before. yeah, anyway, that's it. All right, let's talk about some music because I'm very passionate about music. Basically, this is my getaway. Beyonce is launching an album.
Jeez.
Okay, Gesaffelstein, which is a German techno, industrial techno. Yes, that's a very accurate description of the album. Ooh, I need to check this out. Absolutely. Is there anything else? Sheryl Crow. Okay, yeah, not so much. Sum 41. Okay, and nothing else. I don't recognize anything else. But okay, this week I've been actually okay. Yeah, again, I'm old, so this Sean Paul has been one of my repeat songs this week. I'm still in love with you. This just skipping around because I don't want to get some copyright strikes.
When we were in Nintendo, I heard some song on your whatever playlist in the car. And I was
Yes.
like, wow, I haven't heard Sean Paul in like
Yes.
a good minute.
Fun fact, did I... Yeah, he is still releasing some music. Yeah. Complete album in like 6 years ago. But what's this? Oh, just a single? Okay. Yeah. Okay, I mean, like, not super active, but he's still doing some stuff, yeah. Yeah, anyway.
Good for him.
Weird.
Good for him.
All right.
Remember when Sean Paul was releasing music with everyone.
Yeah.
Like
He-
all the A-list performers.
Absolutely. Oh, also, Chemical Brothers Galvanize was one of the... Oh, man. This took me back. All right. TV shows, movies. I watched some Stargate this way. Fun fact, my mom...
Did?
Yeah. I had to take care of the smallest of the humans this week for quite an extended time. So I had some time to feeding the baby with the bottle and looking at Richard Dean Anderson or MacGyver on Stargate basically this week. And I watched like, I don't know, 3-4 episodes, which is kind of a record for me. And yeah, I don't know. This still kicks ass, still awesome. Not anything else though. I still haven't seen Dune Part 2. Even though the plan right now is told last stream. I told the plan right now. I think is because I don't really want to leave for a 3-hour movie, 3-hour movie, and leave Melissa alone with the 2 children. So I'm probably buying the movie either on Amazon or on Apple TV, actually. Maybe. We'll see. But because Apple TV 18 euros and it's releasing on the 15th of April, so in 2 weeks, I think. It's 45 days after the theatrical release, I believe. It's the official thing. So we'll see. But yeah, I don't know. That's my plan. And then I can finally watch the YouTube video discussing Dune 2, which I've been waiting still on. And yeah, I don't know. I don't have anything else. Did you watch any TV shows, movies this week?
The only thing I'm watching right now is I'm rewatching Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh, okay.
The animated series. From early 2000s, I want to say. Or maybe more like, yeah, mid to maybe late 2000s.
Wait. Oh, TV series or movie?
A TV series, yeah.
This one.
the animated one.
No. The anime. Not this one?
Yeah, the original one. No, not the Netflix one.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Mm.
And it is pretty incredible. Honestly, I haven't seen it in at least a decade, probably more. And it holds out beautifully. I think it's like essential television for everyone, basically.
This one?
Um,
Right?
You don't know about it? You don't know exactly what I was talking about from the moment you heard? Okay, well, I guess so.
No, I haven't seen any
Well,
Avatar actually.
that's like mandatory.
Yeah, I know it's big. Yeah.
Well, you can watch it with the girls when they grow up a little bit more. Maybe
Why doesn't it have a proper IMDb page?
It should.
It should, yeah. It has just this thing, whatever this is. All right. All right.
And yeah, it has.
How many seasons? It doesn't even mention it.
I don't know. I'm sending you the link.
Eh,
It has 3 seasons, 3 books as they call them. And
oh, this is okay. Oh, okay. This is a different one. Then.
So from mid 2000s, yeah.
Yeah, this is a different thing. Okay, this is has a higher rating, and this is okay. This I just didn't find this. All right. Yeah, 4 seasons.
4. I think it has 3 seasons.
Oh.
It has a sequel show that is a different thing.
Oh, 4 years. Okay, so it has 3 seasons, but 4 years. Okay, yeah. All right.
And it is incredible, actually. It holds out beautifully. I think it's like mandatory TV for anyone, whether you like animation or not. It does this perfect thing where it's like a show for children, like on the surface, but like when you start thinking about like what it actually is about, it's pretty like it has some like heavier themes. And yeah, the animation is beautiful. You know, it's a bit like older. You know, it is at this point almost 20 years old. But yeah, like the voice acting is great, and the pacing is great.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think it's honestly
kind
of incredible.
2 weeks ago, I think I felt the need to rewatch actually Dragon Ball Z because the creator passed away, and was like also the whole internet was in.
Rewatch Dragon Ball Z. Well, good luck with that.
That's I
That's
know.
A lot of rewatching.
I know. But if that I have no time anyway. But and if there would be like Dragon Ball Z without any filler episodes, then that would be a possibility. But I can't do all the filler episodes. I don't have any time anyway. So I would love to, because Dragon Ball Z was my childhood. Yeah. But all right. All right, Avatar, The Last Airbender. Anything else? In terms of
no, not really. I'll finish. I'll finish this probably by the end of my vacation, and I also I haven't. I'm pretty sure I haven't seen all of season 3 because it was when I was watching it was kind of close to when it was airing back in the day, and they were like rerun episodes all the time. But I'm pretty sure some of them I haven't seen because some of them are like very vivid in my memory, and some of them are kind of like I don't know. So when I watched season 3, I'm pretty sure I missed some of the episodes from there. And I definitely want to watch The Legend of Korra, which is like the sequel show to the show. Which I haven't seen most of, I'm sure. I probably have seen only just some occasional episodes. But that's about it for me for watching TV.
Yeah. All right. Then gaming. What's the free game of the week? Hammer Thing and islets. Islets.
Islets. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this looks okay. Which one is more? Oh, Hammer Thing is maybe even GOG. What's this all about? Oh, okay. Side scroller. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's not my kind of jam, but yeah. Some 2D side scrollers could be fun. What about this? Islets. What about this one? Epic Games.
Fun fact: Avatar is number 7 of the top-rated shows on IMDb, which is pretty crazy.
Avatar, the first one, the second one.
The actual TV show.
Oh,
The
okay.
one that we were just talking about.
Oh, okay.
It is rated higher than Game of Thrones and The Sopranos. So there you go.
Yeah. No, it's 9.3 is very high.
Pretty crazy for a TV show.
Yeah. I noticed that also when we yeah. Okay. I don't know. This is not. This is more like the one I would play actually. Like a little bit more cute and colorful and stuff. I think for with the firstborn also. But I did manage to play something actually. I last week for I don't know 2 hours I think. Deus Ex Mankind Divided.
Ooh.
I got this for free from Epic Games, and yes, this is a lot of like cyberpunky vibes a little bit because I'm literally playing as a half cyborg, half man type of thing, basically. And yeah, it's not as good as Cyberpunk because of course it isn't, but for a free game, pretty decent, I would say. And I don't know, I will probably put some hours into because I want to get a little bit more of a feeling what the hell this game is about. The recap was pretty like 15 minutes. Like you start the game and it's, do you want to have a recap? And you watch like a 15-minute video, what the hell happened? And it's pretty packed with information. I was like, whoa, there was a lot happening in the last game, but yeah, okay, I guess. And I don't know, yeah, it's, yeah, for a free game, pretty good. Again, right now it's like 30 euros on Steam, but yeah. Again, I don't know. 3 weeks ago, it was for free on Epic Games, so I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, but at the same time, I have gone back to Cyberpunk a little bit because there are still some. I'm very intrigued about like some unfinished side quests that nobody supposedly, because Cyberpunk themselves have said like on social media, like there are some secrets that absolutely nobody has solved and found and whatever. So I'm a little bit like, ooh, maybe I can find some hidden secrets and or something. There's something in the air, and I have found some secret stuff actually on Cyberpunk recently, a few days ago, and I was like, ooh, I reminded me very much of Zelda. There was like a clay urn right next to a door, and I was like, oh, maybe I'm channeling my Zelda powers to break this clay urn, and sure enough, there was a secret key card in it, and I was like, "Ooh, this will unlock a door." I have no idea which door. I still don't have no idea, but I need to figure it out now. Anyway, what about you? What have you played so far this week?
Actually playing like a few things, but this week I'm gonna only mention Dragon's Dogma 2,
Yes.
which I am playing.
Which got upgraded from mostly negative to mixed.
Was it mostly negative?
Yes.
I love it.
It's still 56%, which is
yeah. I mean, the problem is that the game is kind of broken on PC. And it's a shame because I feel like the game is very good. And it is broken. You can clearly tell that it's something behind the scenes. It's just not functioning properly. Because regardless of how you change the graphical settings, the performance is the same. That's how you know that the game is unoptimized, basically.
Yeah.
And the same is like, the problem is that when you enter an area with a lot of NPCs, like a town, it just tanks completely.
Okay.
I feel like there's something to do with maybe even CPU problems more than graphical problems.
Okay.
And it doesn't matter, like, you can have like amazing performance while you're exploring and stuff. And then you go into town and you drop to like 50 FPS.
Oh.
Again, regardless of what kind of computer you have.
Yeah.
So it is kind of jarring. That being said, I've been playing it I won't say I'm like 10 hours into it. And honestly, I wasn't sure about it at first. Again, I think my impression was kind of colored by the performance problems.
Yeah.
But now that I've played it a little bit, I think it's very good.
All right.
It has this sort of like kind of like a new school approach to open world, which is what all open world games should be, I feel like, where you're like actively exploring and uncovering the open world, as in like like the new Zelda games, Elden Ring, like all those fall into that category, as opposed to just having a map and you having like all the quests and icons already displayed on it.
Okay, I see. Okay, that's what you mean. Yeah.
And the act of doing that is very fun. I'm not gonna go into maybe next week I'm gonna talk more about like how the game actually, like what makes it interesting compared to like other open world games. But yeah, it's like the combat is very fun. It's based around like 4-player combat, but it's like a single player game, but you have like 3 NPCs that help you, and there are multiple classes, and if you combine classes, they like interact in interesting ways. And it is kind of like high fantasy setting. It has like dragons and like ogres and cyclops and stuff. And it has a lot of these sort of like boss encounters where you have like this big enemy with like a lot of health, and you are fighting with a group of 3 NPCs. And I mean, all of those encounters have been very fun. I fought like a cyclops, I fought like an ogre, I fought like a sort of necromancy skeleton mage or something, and all of them were very different and very fun. And I feel like the launch of this game has been kind of ruined a little bit by the performance problems, and I don't understand for the life of me why they couldn't delay the game by like a month and figure out what the problem was.
Yeah.
Because they said that they would release patches and make it better, and they already released one patch, but that one was mostly for console players.
This has very Elden Ring vibes to me a little bit.
It has a little bit of that, yeah, definitely. But at the same time, it's also very different.
Yeah.
It's kind of slower and kind of more methodical, which I like. It has quirks, which I think some people will not appreciate some of the things that it does, which is fine because I feel like it's not really going for this like game for everyone.
Yeah.
Thing, but I really like it, and yeah, it's just that, and also the fact that it introduced microtransactions on day one.
Yeah, that was absolutely one of the major like mostly negative reviews, basically.
Yeah, and it's just Okay, I guess I can talk about it very briefly. So basically, it's a fully single-player game. There's no multiplayer in it, in a traditional sense of the word. And the microtransaction that it has is basically items that you can purchase in-game that you can just get extra copies of if you buy them with real money, such as the ability to change the way your character looks,
Yeah,
fast
yeah.
travel powers, and stuff like that.
I even saw
So
a YouTuber that told. By the way, you can download this Nexus mod to customize your character, basically.
yeah, yeah, exactly. So I would characterize these items as completely pointless to sell. Right, because they don't have any monetary value because they are more or less easily acquirable in the game.
Yeah.
So I don't understand the thinking behind putting them up for sale.
Mm-hmm.
Where first of all, I think that they will not make Capcom that much extra money,
Yeah.
especially now that all the bad press happened. And second of all, wait, what was my thing? Wait, yeah, and like it's just not worth the hassle. It's just not worth the bad press that it got. Like this minuscule amount of money that they will get by selling these things.
Mm-hmm.
Just the fact that they got so much bad press, and Capcom is a publisher that is in very good esteem in the games industry because they consistently put out quite high quality and very good games.
Yeah, but also
And
this.
I just don't understand it.
But that's the rule. Bethesda is just created the rule that just banger after banger in 2024 you have or like in the recent years you have to just completely put out some turds to just complete garbage in order for the indie games to succeed. Yeah,
I suppose so, but this game is very good.
Okay, yeah.
So if it wasn't for the stupid ass microtransactions that had no business being there,
or the bugs.
Oh yeah, and if they delayed the game by like a month to like do some polishing, like this is easily I think just Game of the Year contender.
Okay, yeah,
and I just don't understand it. It's not as good as Resident Evil 4 remake perhaps, but that was a remake of a very good game, so I guess it's in a different category. But yeah, it's just very puzzling to me. But I will say that I am.
It's just a new Starfield approach. You have to make it shitty somehow.
Yeah, and then just fix it later.
Yeah.
I just but the thing that I will say is that I'm very glad that people had the reaction that they had about the game, because I feel like previously we kind of were in a situation where there were publishers that could do any amount of shitty things because they were making good games, such as Blizzard, for example, such as CD Projekt Red. And I feel like we kind of got a little bit away from that, which is very good. So when publishers do something shitty, I feel like it is mandatory, it is necessary for people to call them out on this, even if the game that they release is very good.
Yeah. Of course.
So I feel like it will be good. At the end of the day, it will be good.
Yeah, and
the game is playable on PC. I'm playing it right now, and I haven't had any like big ass like serious bugs and crashes, nothing like that.
Yeah.
But just whatever is happening behind the scenes that is making it so jarring to like enter any kind of settlement needs to be fixed.
I'm pretty sure also Starfield will be amazing from a year from now also, actually, because Starfield they have invested so much time, marketing money into it, and they just have to polish it.
Maybe
at some point. That's my gut feeling, but who knows?
Could be. I wouldn't say no to trying out Starfield like a couple of years down the line.
Yeah.
Where it's at.
I feel like
because the biggest problem with Starfield wasn't performance. The problem was that it's just boring.
Yes.
And I feel like polishing, like making a boring game non-boring is a lot harder than making a poorly optimized game optimized.
True. Yes.
Because that was kind of what happened with Cyberpunk. You know, it was a
Mm-hmm.
good game that was ruined by performance issues. On
Yeah.
consoles, you know, that whole debacle where just like Vaseline, PlayStation 4 and Xbox One versions,
Yeah.
bugs, you know, things collapsing through textures, T-posing, all of those things, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I will say that Dragon's Dogma is a lot more polished than Cyberpunk was
Mm-hmm.
at launch.
Mm-hmm.
And it has some jankiness to it, which I think is intentional, because I'll talk about it a little bit more next week when I'll have more time with it.
Mm-hmm.
But just this was like very weird. It's very hard. You cannot even see it, you know, this problem,
Mm-hmm.
but it is there because it is works great for like most of the time.
Yeah.
And then the moment that you step through the town,
Mm-hmm.
it looks good. It looks the same as it did before, but you can just see your performance just like dropping dramatically.
Yeah.
And there is seemingly is no like reason for it, because the scenes are never so cluttered and dense with like characters like visually, you know, that
Mm-hmm.
would cause like frame drops. So I think there has to be something to do with like some kind of memory leaks or something that happens in the background, or like just completely like crazy pants and optimized like NPC routines
Yeah.
that
It's
just completely just bombard your CPU with like, I don't know, unnecessary data.
yeah.
And it just
It's mining crypto and in the background.
it's mining crypto only in towns.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So I am hopeful that it will be fixed. Although I will say that Japanese publishers sometimes have troubles optimizing games for PC. And I am playing on PC, as a disclosure.
Mm.
I kind of weighed pros and cons, and because at launch on PlayStation it was completely bananas. It was like uncapped frame rate, which never could do 60 FPS, so it was like hovering between 30 and 45. And I
Okay.
just cannot stand this kind of performance. I feel like it's just nauseating to me.
Yeah.
So if it's like fluctuating between 60 and 100, as it is in like PC case,
Yeah.
I can handle it, you know. I
Yeah.
feel
Of
like it's
course.
nowhere near as jarring.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's like less than 60
Yeah.
at both the highest and lowest like threshold,
Mm-hmm.
it's just impossible. I feel like it's just like the worst thing you could do to your game to do it like that. I'm sure it will run wonderfully on PlayStation 5 Pro whenever that comes out. But
Yeah.
for right now, I'm content with waiting for a patch and play on PC.
Mm-hmm.
And that's about it for me.
And for the record, are you, I asked you in person, but are you getting the PC5 Pro? PC PS5 Pro when it comes out?
I don't know.
Because it's scheduled to be released probably this year. This year, yeah. So we'll see.
I honestly, I mean, I feel like I would like also to talk about that as well, maybe next week,
Yeah,
because I don't really know.
that's fine. All right.
Because it feels completely pointless at this point in time,
Yeah.
because there's just no games.
Yeah.
So I don't understand what we are releasing new hardware for.
The-
And Sony
cough
themselves said,
PSVR 2 really did you
yeah, but yeah, exactly.
last
exactly. That's another thing.
last week I talked about 2 games. Sony released 2 games for the entirety of the PC VR 2 lifespan so far.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't understand the
And that's
point of
why
releasing very good hardware and planning no support for it. It is just weird. And you know, you can rely on third-party support, which obviously is where most of the games come from.
yeah, that's what
However,
Sony is doing, like probably opening up the PC library to Sony PSVR 2 PC games.
sure, yeah, I actually like that idea.
Mm-hmm. Me
because
too.
again, the headset is very good, so if
Yes.
you can make it work on PC, with the platform that has a lot more games on it, I feel like it's only a good thing.
Yep.
But like releasing a piece of hardware, which is by all accounts very good, and then releasing no games for it, and in the space where it's just very kind of like sketchy, like VR,
Mm-hmm.
where you have studios that make occasional good games, and some of the which are like exclusive to Meta, for example, I just feel like it's a terrible like idea.
Yeah.
And they are kind of doing similar thing to PlayStation 5 2 as PlayStation 5 Pro as well, because like assuming that they are going to release it this year, like let's say holiday 2024,
Mm-hmm.
like they already said that they will be not releasing new games, like Sony will not be publishing new games until 2025. Was it like last
Oh
early
yeah.
2025?
Yeah.
So what's the actual point of this? I mean, people who, who are hardcore, I
Well,
guess
it's
hardcore people are playing more on PC. But, let's say, because there are, I'm sure, a lot of people who are playing games all the time and play it on television with console.
mm-hmm.
And until recently, I was that person as well. And I would have been this person um, if I didn't spend a shit ton of money on a new PC and I was just kind of an extra option,
Mm-hmm.
because different games are different in terms of which version sucks more. Sometimes console version sucks more, and sometimes the PC version is terrible.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a give and take. But until recently, I was that person who would like unquestionably be like, yeah, I'll get the PS5 Pro because I have all these games that will hopefully play better on the new console. But at this point, I'm not sure.
Yeah, but now you are in all of the camps. You now have PS, Xbox, and the PC. You and the Switch, and you have all of them basically. So yeah, I
I
mean,
am very fast kind of cooling down on Xbox. I feel like this will be my last Xbox. And I feel like it's kind
because
of
you
a
can
lot
get the
more.
Game Pass on the PC also now.
Yeah, and I mean Microsoft wants to put their games on all platforms, seemingly. That's
Yeah.
like what I'm getting from
Yeah.
their discourse recently. They cannot say it because people will get mad.
Yeah.
But
Exactly.
this is what they feels like what they're doing.
And Sony is putting some VR games onto some PC games onto the Sony PSVR. Also, so
And
there, yeah,
putting their games on PC.
yeah. Also,
So I mean,
also that, yeah.
so we can be getting to the point where, everything. I mean, I feel like that's fine, where everything is available on PC, and if you have a choice, you can either do an easy route of getting a console, connecting it to PC, and just connecting it to a television and just playing your games
Mm-hmm.
at a having a good experience, or you can spend more money and more effort and get it on PC. Which again, PC doesn't guarantee that you'll have the best experience, because sometimes, as I said, the games come out broken on PC.
Yes.
Um,
But sometimes it does because
but sometimes you do
Breath
get
of the
best
Wild and Tears of the Kingdom at 30 FPS. Nah, dog.
Absolutely, yeah.
60 FPS, please. Come on.
Yeah.
And widescreen support and HDR and
Yeah,
please.
yeah. All
Nintendo.
the things. So I feel like moving forward, it will probably be just.
Did your laptop battery just died?
No.
Oh, the screen just turned off, so you're
It's yeah.
a little
It's
bit.
getting very dark. Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit dark.
Well, time to wrap up then.
Yeah. It's fine.
But I'll have a lot more to say about Reynolds Dogma, I think, next week.
Yeah.
I will say that I'm feeling more invested in it than I have felt in a while, in
Mhm.
terms of like games. I feel like maybe Baldur's Gate was like the last one that really like absorbed me like that.
Yeah.
Which I'm also playing slowly but surely.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask, like, yeah, you haven't finished it, right? I mean, it's a
No.
massive.
I don't want to finish it, honestly.
Yeah.
Because when I'm done with it, it's over. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And when I'm done
yeah.
with it, I feel like I will have to commit to some kind of opinion about it, one way or the other.
You're afraid of
And,
the opinion. You're afraid that it will be better than Bloodborne.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Part of me wants it to be better than
Yeah,
Bloodborne.
yeah.
That will mean that if there is a game that is better than Bloodborne, that means probably there are
But
other
that,
maybe games
but
that are
that
better
then,
than Bloodborne.
but I can see already, like, if it's like, if you finish it and you will be like, oh my god, this was better than Bloodborne. Now I need to replay Bloodborne again because the recency bias, and then you need to
Bloodborne remake. Let's go.
Yeah, and then you need to invest all the time back to Bloodborne to verify is it really good. And then you finish Bloodborne, and then was it the rose-colored glasses, or was it the nostalgia, or was it the?
In many cases, it is nostalgia, but you know, as
Mm-hmm.
I said, I'm rewatching Avatar, and
Mm-hmm.
it is even better than what I remember it being because now I understand all the other like themes that it is exploring that I didn't understand as a child. You know?
Yeah. Okay.
And yeah, it's just you know
Mm-hmm.
sometimes just things get better.
Mm-hmm.
You know, good art doesn't really age. I feel.
Yeah. Yeah. That's.
I feel like it's a bit different with video games because it's also technology and technology can age.
Yep.
But I feel like artistically the games also don't really age if you look at it from like this point of view.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We're still playing Super Mario World and stuff. Yeah, I mean,
And it holds up, and also technologically it kind of holds up as well.
yeah.
Even though it's like whatever, how many years old? 30.
There's still people getting CRT monitors and stuff because it's really good in terms of like motion fluidity, and it's very fast and stuff. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I think time to wrap up.
Time to wrap up.
Yes. All right. I think that's about it from us. And I don't know. Maybe next week. Do you have any?
Yeah, next week I'm going back to work,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like this is just my new life right now. That I'm doing Friday to Sunday twice a month.
Okay.
So if Thursday is not an option, then I guess I'll be skipping next week.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah,
As
my entire
always,
next month
it's very hectic in this household, so I need to let you know at some point. And because Melissa is already starting to go to some personal like some training also. Today actually was the very first one, so yeah, so that's why Stargate happened, because me and my mom helped out, and I was holding the baby. All right, yeah. We'll let you know, but I don't know. We'll see. Maybe.
But if not, then at least 2 weekends I have free this next month. So I'll be there.
All right.
Just for 2 days.
It has been a pleasure, people. Thank you for tuning in. This has been another 2 hours of bearded emo guys talking about technology, I guess, or something.